I call the honourable member for Latrobe.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Can the Treasurer advise the House of any recent government modelling on changes to the GST?
I call the honourable Treasurer.
Well, I really do thank the honourable member for that question. It does come as a surprise. And it comes as a surprise because last night there I was quietly eating my dinner, and I see on TV that the journalists from Canberra were referring to Treasury modelling on increases to the GST. I went, Treasury modelling on increases to GST? So we ring Treasury and say, did we ask you to model changes to the GST? No, Treasurer. No, Treasurer, we didn't. But we kept hearing about this Treasury modelling on the GST. So I looked everywhere. I looked under the table, I looked in the drawers, I went to the gym. I thought it might be hiding in the physio. It wasn't there. I went everywhere, and lo and behold, I found it from the press gallery. Treasury modelling on increases to GST. I thought this must be a comprehensive document. One page. One page. A dramatic page, in fact. One page, half of it blacked out. Oh, half of it blacked out. And up the top it says, Scenario 3, increase GST to 12.5%. Hang on. What happened to Scenario 1? What happened to Scenario 2? Scenario 4, 5, 6, 7. Where did this come from? I asked the Treasury, and they said, we did it for the previous Labor government. We did it for the previous Labor government. So I said to the Treasury, give me a copy. I thought it was a legitimate question. I'm the Treasurer. I said, give me a copy of that Treasury modelling commissioned by the previous Labor government for increasing the GST. And they said, Treasurer, we can't. Under convention, we cannot release that information. I said, how am I going to get it? How am I going to get it? And they said, you can ask the Labor Party to release all the modelling they did on increasing the GST.
Well, they say
so I say to the Labor Party, release the modelling. Release the modelling. Because we know the Labor Party formed the carbon tax. There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead. Then they introduce a carbon tax. And now we know
Go back to your seat.
GST that they're so concerned about, the Labor Party in fact modelled, not once but on numerous occasions. They modelled increases in the GST. I table a letter to the Shadow Treasurer to come forth to the Australian people and release all the modelling the Labor Party commissioned to increase the GST.
I call